When retraining your body and mind for sleep, it's important to observe your expectations of what good sleep looks like. Perfect sleep does not exist. No fatigue does not exist for about 99.99% of people that I have ever worked with. So, that being the case, you want to realize that it is somewhat normal to feel tired or fatigued during the day. A lot of times, what happens is that when we don't sleep as well, we become over accustomed to focusing on the potential negative aspects of not sleeping well. However, when we start to look at the expectations of what realistic sleep looks like, it kind of takes the edge off a bit. It helps to decrease the stress. Some night to night variability in sleep and hours of sleep is normal. For many people, the fear associated with the lack of sleep and the potential impairments or the consequences of that actually can be more damaging than the actual lack of sleep. It's an interesting thing to get to, but you want to realize that your mind is playing a very big part in this, and that you are able and have been able to work through different aspects of life in the past. Now, this may not be easy, and you may have struggled to a bit, but it's important to recognize your own strength, that you have been able to do certain things in the past. You have been able to work through it. Yeah, it may have sucked a bit, but again, you want to realize, focus, and understand your own power in this situation. If your expectation is that I should be sleeping well every single night, I should be able to have my head hit the pillow and then conk out, you want to realize that that's actually hurting you as opposed to helping you, because if that is the norm in your mind, frustration, stress, difficulty is going to creep in, because that isn't the norm for everyone, and nor should it be. The more you focus on the potential consequences or issues with a lack of sleep, the more it expands in your mind, into your world, into your day-to-day thinking. Telling yourself things like, I need more sleep. I can't function without a certain hours of sleep, whatever that number is for you, or the consequences are too great. Realize that that may not necessarily be true. And again, I preface this by saying this may be difficult, and obviously not sleeping a lot or having enough hours is difficult. It's stressful. However, you've been able to do certain things in your life in the past. Focus on those things. Give them equal footing, so to speak. Oftentimes, people will focus only on the things that they can't do or the issues, and that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger in their day-to-day thinking, processing, and it only makes things worse. Remind yourself, sleep is not the only important thing in life. Remind yourself, I can get through the next day regardless of how much sleep I got. Remind yourself, you can do this. You've done it in the past. Again, it may suck a bit, or it may suck a lot. You may be very tired, and you've been able to do it. Give those thoughts some equal footing. Give those thoughts a lot of credit. Remind yourself, I still enjoy X, Y, and Z. I still have X, Y, and Z to look forward to tomorrow, even if I'm tired. And when I say X, Y, and Z, sometimes it's helpful to literally write those things out, whether it's on a piece of paper, in your phone. It may sound very simple, but how often do you actually take the time to express that, which then makes you think about it and appreciate it and focus on it and be able to be in the moment a bit more and appreciate it later on as well. So these are some simple strategies, but again, the more that you practice them, the more that you have an understanding of focusing on the consequences, the difficulties, usually expands them. And the more you understand that giving credit to the things that you can do, your strengths, your abilities, your perseverance, your resilience, those kinds of things, Oftentimes, it's helpful and it's more adaptive in working through other struggles later on.